Hey guys, who are we?
J&D Projects.
J&D Projects, that's right. J&D Projects. We have just a short video today. What we're going to do is look at building, taking old stuff and repurposing it, refurbishing it, reusing it. Yeah, some people call it upcycling. Um, and what we're going to do is, if you see here, we have parts of an old whiskey barrel. This is the top, as you can see laying down here. Here are 3 of the staves, and I've gone on ahead and put teak oil on 2 of the staves. We'll teak oil the 3rd one just to put it on video. But what we're going to do is we're going to glue this back up, and I will not glue it back up. It was never glued to begin with, I suppose. But we're going to glue this top together. Now it's going to be a little wavy. We're going to glue this top together, and then we're going to take, and you may have to back up, Anna. We're going to take and put these staves together in a triangular pattern like this to make the stand or the legs for the table. And then this will become a plant stand or something like that out on one of our porches here at the house. And so I guess we'll get started by working to pull all these barrel tops together once again. And I don't know how old this barrel was. We found this thing somewhere in Arkansas about 10 years ago, and we've been using pieces and parts of it ever since. And I've been saving this for quite a while, and we thought we would just do a quick video on building this table. Now, the cool thing about this is to remember is to, when you're out and you see stuff that looks like junk, think about it for a minute. You might be able to find a way to reuse, upcycle, repurpose, refurbish, restore, and get something that looks kind of nice. I mean, I'm sure we could probably sell this table once we get it made, but I guess we're going to keep it. So let's get started by gluing this thing together.
So guys, what we're going to do, we're just going to come in and we're going to use just some modern wood glue, and we're going to glue each surface of the barrel the barrel lid pieces, and then we're going to line up these pegs, put them all together, and then put a clamp on it and let it dry.
Why are they uneven? Why are the pieces uneven, John?
Probably because I just used scrap wood.
Yeah, and this thing probably set out in the weather and everything else. Who knows how old it is? I know it's got to be pretty old. All right, John, let's get started. Once you get started gluing on here, and then I'll help you clamp them together. Do you need something bigger than that?
Well, I just need something to brush with.
Okay, let me get you one of our disposables. Here you go. You need a cup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I know.
See, some of these won't come out. It's just, they're so in there. We're just going to
They need to be glued anyways, so.
That old wood really soaks it up, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
So we're just going to keep on doing that to the rest of the pieces on both sides. So. Okay guys, so we went on ahead and we glued up one side, but we didn't get it on camera. So we're just going to do a few more for demonstration purposes.
Okay, let's go. Alright, so now these things don't fit together all that well. It's just old and all wibber jabbery, so we're having to kind of tap these things together. And John, put the clamp on that and see if you can tighten it up a little bit. Of course, having this thing with a little bit of imperfection in it and all that, I think will add to its look, because it's not meant to be a perfect table. It's meant to be a repurposed one. So I think having some of these cracks and stuff in here is going to be just fine once we get this thing done. So let's go on ahead and keep working. Let's do another round. So we put glue on both sides for so that both sides are wetted. It tends to make a better joint. And we put a little bit of glue down in these dowel holes. And okay, ready?
And we're going to come back and sand it, so all those drips and stuff don't really matter right now. So.
Absolutely. This is the first time this thing has probably been together in 50 years. Because it was basically laying all in pieces when we bought it. Okay. I'm not sure if we can tighten that up or not. Let's try a different band clamp, see if we can get something that works a little bit better. Be okay, don't you?
Be able to put some filler if we needed to, if it's a really big.
Yeah, I guess we could fill it. I don't know if we can maybe do some. You know, I think we're going to have to just live with that, and I think that's going to be okay. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. We happened to be in just an old junk antique store one day, and this was down on the bottom shelf. I think they wanted $50 for it, and I think we talked them down to 30 or something like that. But I really wanted the wood, and so I was willing to pay a little bit for it. But okay, here we go. Yeah, I think that's going to come together just fine. We'll clamp it all together when we're done. Okay, so we ran into a little bit of a problem as we were gluing this up. The dowels are so old, they're just rotten almost that are here. And these two broke, and so we had to get some new dowels. We had to re-drill the holes, basically, just ream them out with a drill. And so now we are doing this quick repair, but you know, I just wanted to point out that we had this little bit of a problem. And let's get a little bit down in the holes. Okay. And we'll put this one back together again and get it. Okay. You want to lay that down now, John? I think what we're going to do is go from the other side now. And so I'm not sure we're going to have enough glue, John. I think you have to get us a little more glue out, bud.
Okay.
I thought he had too much glue in here to begin with, but it turns out that's not enough, so. All right. And we'll be back. If nothing else happens, we'll be back when we get the rest of this glued up. Okay, so we got this thing glued up, but again, this thing is so old that it's not going, without redressing these edges here, it's not going to fit tight. But again, for the purpose of it being an outdoor plant stand on a porch or on a deck, I think that it's going to look good for that purpose. And it's a little bit wavy, which that's the way it was when we got it. We are going to go on ahead and put some clamps on this thing and let it dry, and then we'll be back when it's dry to attach it to the legs. Okay? You talk.
Okay, guys. So we are currently staining this. We let this dry, and we're just taking a brush and some teak wood finisher, and we're just brushing it on all these pieces, and gonna let this dry, and then we're going to start working on the legs.
Yeah, this is just a really quick project. Been meaning to do this for some time now, and so we thought we'd just share it with you guys.
Yeah.
And again, you know, thing is, there's a lot of stuff out there that's just being thrown away or looks like it's not worth anything, but you can repurpose it, or as my wife says, upcycle it. And so that is what we're trying to do here with this. It's just to get a, you know, keep using what's already there, reusing it, and it's kind of part of being a good steward, you know, and not just throwing stuff away. We live in a society that just wants to throw stuff away. You know, you buy something at the big box store and it lasts for a month or two, and then whenever it breaks or becomes unserviceable, it just goes in the trash can, and then another piece is gone and bought, or another item is gone and bought, instead of trying to but you know, to some extent that's the way things are being designed these days. Used to, we called it designed obsolescence. You design them not to last, and that way it keeps people coming back and buying more. But you know, you have an option of trying to find a way to either repair or reuse, and you know, anybody can do this. You don't have to be an expert. We're by no means experts, but we just enjoy what we do. So I got mine done.
Oh, good.
You need a hand to finish up yours?
That'd be nice. That's really interesting how, honestly, the lid has gotten progressively darker. See, these two pieces have a really light look once you put the oil on, but these pieces have a really dark look. So that's really kind of a cool contrasting colors there.
Yeah, this you know, this old wood is really dry, and as it starts soaking up this oil,
we're honestly gonna probably have to put a few more coats. Maybe.
Well, we may have to put some beeswax on this thing, man. You see how it's just soaking that oil up like it's nothing. Yeah.
Let me bring it around here and we'll give you a little overview. You can't really see it too good from there. So, as you can see here, it's just a beautiful lid. to a barrel. And of course those are legs.
You can see some of the, you can see the carbon. You know, they burn those barrels out, you know, to get the carbon on the inside of them before they put the liquor in there to age. And so you can see that some of that's still on the inside there, but that's what the outside looks like. So we're going to probably, I guess we need to shut the camera off for a second and get retooled. We're going to build the legs now, put those together. So we need to get some stuff arranged, and when we do, we'll come back with you. Okay, so here are the 3 staves that we're going to use. They're sort of in the best condition of the ones we have left. And so we're just going to make a triangle with these. Something like this. And you know, I'm really not sure how far in we really want to go with this, but okay, so we've got the legs here, and we just have them kind of propped up right now with some wire, but we've cut out a piece here that we're going to use to mount the tabletop on. And so all we have to do here, we need to make sure it's level before we get started. So I'm going to back these up just a hair, and let's see. Okay, so one of the problems that we're running into here is keeping these things even. It's kind of a chore, but the idea is, now we'll take a small level here and just kind of work this until we get it. Okay, that side's level. Let's just go this way. Okay, that side's pretty level. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to go on ahead and put the screws in this, I think. Okay, so let's see what happens when we do this. Now, we're still going to have to level this because I kind of got it all cattywampus. Okay, so I had to have an extra pair of hands to get those screws on, but I think, yeah, it's pretty level. I think for what it is, it's probably not going to be much better than this, and that's okay because it doesn't need to be perfect, right? It is, after all, a plant stand. Okay, so John, I guess our next thing, what we're going to do next is, so I have this piece of 3/8 by 1/8 flat bar. We're going to make a circle out of this and put it on the inside here as a support down here at the bottom. And when we get that done, we will be back. Well, we'll get it bent around and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got the piece of metal bent and we're putting 3 holes in it. John's doing that right now. soon as we get this off the vise, we'll be back with you. Okay, so we got the first screw in. I had to help John hold it. I couldn't hold the camera and help him, so we had to put the first one in without you guys, but we'll get these other ones in here now. Hey, let's just make sure before we go, let's make sure we're kind of straight here, okay? Let's see. Okay, our bench. Okay, so we had to put the first screw in without you guys because I had to help John hold it, but now he's putting this next screw in. Okay.
You know, at that off angle like I have to be.
I know, it's kind of
Skips
hard,
around.
isn't it? Okay, let's turn this around and let's get this one in. We're just almost done with this. Yeah. You're gonna turn it upside down to go in there, aren't you?
Battery pack won't allow that.
Well, you're gonna have to go with a hand screwdriver then, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Follow John over here to get a hand screwdriver. We have a few in that drawer, as you can see. All right. Can always do things the old-fashioned way. Going in? Huh?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, that's good. Now, one last thing we have to do is put pilot holes in. 4 pilot holes for screws, and then we'll put the tabletop on, and we'll be done. All right, so let's get those pilot holes drilled.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get those pilot holes drilled.
So we need to turn this upside down.
No, we'll put the pilot holes in here.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. So get the pilot holes. Just put one like here, 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 and there in the corners. You know, yeah, I like that. That's beautiful. Great. Now flip that thing upside down, and then let's see if we can find a way. We're going to have to position this so it's okay. Now I need to put these on a tripod, John. Can you help me with that? Yeah. We're going to have to get this on a tripod. Okay.
Alright, this should be, these screws
Should be good.
fine. Sufficient.
Okay. All right. So we'll kind of go there. Now, hang on. Let's make sure we've got something kind of halfway in the center. It's about 5.5. Oops. Okay, it's about 5. I need to go this way just a hair here.
I'm just getting you
Now,
started.
hang on.
Okay,
that's fine.
I'm not going any further.
That's fine. But we need to be aware of the holes we've made. We're going to have to remake our holes.
Why?
Because look, they're all on a crack. Every one except that one. So we need to remake our holes.
Alright, that should be hard. Just
Yeah,
leave it where it is.
absolutely. So kind of think about where.
There, it's right in the middle of that one.
Okay. All right. You want to go on ahead and put that screw in since we've know it's.
Well, we need to put both of these screws in, so because it's a bubble, so we need to even the. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I think I would move that back just a hair because it is kind of pretty close to that crack. So let's move that back just a hair as well. I didn't think about that when we made those pilot holes.
Well, I'm gonna keep it on that stave because I can't move it back or
You
it's
can't,
going
right.
to- So I'm gonna just
Okay. There's your screw. Oh, do you have to put it in by hand? I forget. I didn't know. I was just asking the
That
question.
sounds like a sarcastic view.
Great.
Oh, sorry.
Now, now let's just turn it this way.
Let's make sure we haven't come out the bottom. This side, okay, we're good there, we're good there.
Sweet.
These are the same size, so.
So you're not going to be able to stay on this line, but that's okay.
Oh,
What? Oh, it chipped off. I'll go get you another one while you're working.
this will work.
What are you doing?
This will work.
You got to put a new hole.
Okay.
Put a pilot hole.
Here's one.
You need to use the. We're using those. Those are not a bit long enough. You have to use these right here.
We only have 3.
Oh, I'll go get another one. While you're doing that, put that in, and I'll go get another one.
Should we videotape this?
We're videotaping it right now.
Oh, we are.
We are.
Hey guys. I did not know that.
Camera.
I did not know that. So.
I'm coming with the screw bit here.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but I just chipped one of our Phillips head. One of our, you know,
Quality drill bit.
high quality drill bit. It's not the highest quality, but this is one of those. This size fits most, so
Here.
kind of goobered.
I got you another one here. I'll go on ahead and get that one ready. All right, and that should finish it up.
You
I
picked
know.
a premium.
I picked a premium one. Okay. All right, let's flip this thing around and move the camera.
Okay, move the camera. Hey. All right, let's see here.
Okay, guys. So here it is. So from an old barrel, we just glued the top back together again and put some teak oil on it. And I think John used a little bit of beeswax finish. We love beeswax.
This is the furniture polish stuff. We usually use the food grade, but since we're not using this for like an eating surface or some sort of knife handle that is used in the kitchen,
Right.
we're just using some sort of furniture polish. So
Yeah, so I think that worked out really well. And we have the staves, and the only thing that would have been better is if it still had the metal bands that we could have had and used that instead of what we used there.
well, the best thing about this is Mama finally got her table. So
Yeah, Mama finally got her table. So, okay, so I guess that just about does it for us. And with our incredible camera skills and everything, if you've lasted this long, then a thumbs up to you, because I'm not sure we deserve a thumbs up, but we would love to have one.
Yeah.
If you could see fit to give it to us.
and a comment and a subscription.
A comment and a subscription, that would be really good too. So we really appreciate you being here with us. Hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you can go out and find some old junk and repurpose it yourself and upcycle, upscale. Is it upcycle? Is that what it is?
I don't like the word, so I don't use it.
Upcycle. Okay, upcycle it. We used to just call it reclaim, restore, and reuse, but maybe it's easier to say upcycle. So thanks again, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you. Adios.
Adios, amigo.